good evening. I've been told that most of the people understand better English than French or German, so I try in English. I had a dream yesterday night, and the dream was that Viktor Orban will come tonight because he wants to understand what I said in the European Parliament a few weeks ago. No. Viktor didn't come, but he sent me a SMS, "Dear Danny, I will watch you at the live stream." So he is on the other side. So I will talk directly to Viktor. Viktor, you said in your answer to me in the European Parliament that I was attacking the Hungarian people. You were wrong. I wasn't attacking the Hungarian people. I was attacking a politics done by a government. And I hope that you will agree with me that a government is not all the people in a democracy. And you will agree with me and you will agree that after we have known the totalitarian system of fascism and communism, the triangle, the golden triangle of liberty is a triangle. On one side you have human rights. On the other side you have state of law, and on the third side you have democracy. If you put one of these points away, then the system crawls and you go back to a totalitarian system. If you put away the freedom of press, then you are going in the wrong direction. But before I continue to this, Viktor, I want to tell you a Jewish joke. I don't know if you like that in Hungary today we can talk about Jewish joke, but I can't help, you know, it's me. So the Jewish joke is, Viktor, if you have only two possibilities, take and choose always the third. So, Viktor, between Fidesz and post-communism, there is a third possibility. The name is LMP. And you know, Viktor, when I told you in the European Parliament that freedom of press is something that we all need. Freedom of press doesn't mean that press is always fair. No, I know in the last week there were some articles about me in the Hungarian press. That's life. The freedom of press is they can write if it's wrong or not, if it's an old story of 10 years, it doesn't matter. I like a press who is free more than a press who is controlled. This is the base of our argument on the media law. Viktor, you have to understand. Viktor, you have to understand that if there is a political body who controls press, then it will install, you will have in your country a system where the journalists will be afraid. They won't write what they want. They won't say what they think because they were afraid of the control. And then there will be a system where editors will control their journalists, and so on and so on. And you know where we will land? And now I talk to you, Viktor, as one of the President of the European Union. Imagine you go to Egypt or to Tunisia as the President of the European Union, and you will say, I have a media law for you, New Democracy, Tunisian and Egyptian. You know what they will tell you, Viktor? This was media law from Mubarak and Ben Ali. We don't want it. We don't want it, Victor. So this is our problem. Not with the Hungarian people. It's with an idea how democracy can function. And there we have a debate, a strong debate. You are elected. It was a free election, and this is good. But I told you in the European Parliament, and perhaps you can understand, and the Hungarian people can understand, democracy, in all the liberal philosophy of democracy, is not simply the right of the majority to rule, but also the respect of the minority. This is the base of democracy. You know, Victor, listen to me. When there is in a village called, I can't spell the name in Hungarian, Dzonkospata, I don't know, I'm sorry. And a match where is a far-right march against Roma in the village Roma. I would have hoped that you, Victor, you go there and to see, no, these Roma are part of Hungary, and what this far right are doing, we are against. This is democracy, Victor. You know, Victor, I think, and to finish on the first part on media law, don't be afraid. Because we have seen in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Libya, also when they try to strangle the free press, there's always internet in the blogs. And you can't kill this voice of freedom. So this will be also the case in Hungary, Victor. So the problem is that you have a wrong idea of democracy, and it will be useless. It will be useless because if there is a wish of freedom in your society, and the history of Hungary has also shown that there are moments for big wish of freedom, then they will find the path to go to the public, even if you want to strangle the press. This is the wonderful thing of a people fighting for freedom. And now, you know, Victor, you have drafted a new constitution. And now I have a problem. The first, I don't know if I'm French or German, but suddenly I thought perhaps I could come to be Hungarian and to be candidate for the next European election in Hungarian. Why not? I'm a European citizen, you know this is a law. No. So I would say I want to take the Hungarian citizenship. Why not? Because I'm very linked to Hungary. For me, 56, the revolution of 56 was the start of my political awakening. I went with my brother is 9 years old, I was 11. It was my first demonstration against the French Communist Party in solidarity with the Hungarian Revolution 56 against the Russian. So for me, to be a citizen of the country of the Petrofi circle and all the intellectuals and all the fighters of 56 would be very good. But then you start your constitution with God bless the Hungarians. I have a problem. I don't believe in God. I accept everybody who believes in God. I want to say, Is an Hungarian only one who believes? This would be democratically a problem. Because you believe in which God? The Jewish one, the Christian one, the Orthodox one? So there we will have a problem. You don't think that the modern society, Victor, is a society where keep religion as a private thing. Everybody should have the right to have his religion. And I will fight in every country for the right of everybody to can have their faith and can go to the church, to the mosque, wherever he wants. But this is not a constitutional awakening for everybody. Everybody can live like he wants, with or without God. This is the problem of a democracy. Now, Victor, in your constitution you write me, because Danny, you want to become a citizen, an Hungarian citizen, and you say, we profess that the most important frame of our living together are the family and the nation, and the fundamental values of our belonging together is fidelity, faith, and love. For love, I can understand. For faith, I have a problem. And for fidelity, I think I'm not the only one who has a real practical problem. So why writing something in a constitution when you know that the majority of the people don't believe in it and don't act like this? Isn't it more easier to say the base of our society is that we protect the way of life that the people have chosen, in family or not in family, fidelity or not fidelity, that everybody has the right to choose his way of living, and this is a modern democratic society. I think this would have been something better. Now, Victor, I have another problem. You say in your constitution, we put the restitution of the independence of our country lost on 19 March 1944. You know, 1944, I'm born in 45. You could say, I don't know what was before. It's not so, because my parents had to leave Germany in 1933, because my father was a lawyer, and then they were persecuted as Jews, and they went to Paris. But if I remember good, in 41, your country, Victor, Hungary, joined after the German attacked Russia, the German-Italian Japanese coalition. I think there, with the Jewish laws in Hungary, there you lost your independence, dear Victor. In this historical moment, Hungary lost his independence. And this is hard, because we agree both that 56 is a great moment. And you think you have to believe in God. No, I believe in Puskás and Idikuti. They are also great, great Hungarian, and I think this is also a possibility to show solidarity with the Hungarian people against Germany 54 in the final of the World Cup. So you see, Victor, you have to understand us, the Green. We really defend a certain idea of social equality, ecological responsibility, and democracy and freedom. And we know in the European Parliament, when we defend this and attacked China, Cuba, on other communist, North Korea, communist authoritarian society, we looked at the left and they are disappeared. And we make a pact with your party to say democracy in this country, freedom and liberty, we are defending the people who are fighting in these countries. When we attack or question the political of Hungary, of Italy, then the right disappear. And we have to go with the left to say, look, what happened now in Hungary, what happened in Italy, Berlusconi with the media law, what happened in France with the Roma, and what did Sarkozy, you know, this is not in the framework of the European idea. And there I come to the end. You know, Victor, you are the president of Europe. You have a responsibility in these 6 months, not only for Hungary. You have a responsibility in these 6 months for Europe. And we are facing a lot of problems. And I know, it has been said before, there are big inequality in Europe. The economic system is not sustainable. The politics of energy is not sustainable. And Victor, you want to continue to think about nuclear plan in Hungary. Victor, let us discuss what happened in Japan. Japan was a modern technological society. And the craziness of nuclear, the craziness is that there is always a rest of risk that you, mankind, can't control. Even the French, not the German, you know. Germans are always bad on this, you know, in your side. Now, take the French. The French responsible for nuclear security said 2 days ago in Le Monde, absolute no risk doesn't exist with nuclear. And he said, we didn't imagine that 2 or 3 different risks can occur in the same time. And he said it. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. And this is a problem of Japan. And I don't want that this become a problem of Hungary, because I'm a friend of the Hungarian people. And I don't think they deserve that risk, lieber Victor. And to the end, I want to tell you, you know what happened, I told you, in Egypt. You know what happened in Tunisia. You know now the debate on Libya. Free press is an open debate on should we intervene, is it good or not good. Myself, with my historical background, I was defending the intervention. A lot of my friends were against. But the information, you know, on this, dear Victor, is quite complicated. There is not one good information or one bad. It is not the truth. Different newspaper has different information, different interpretation of information. And so, Victor, if you look at what happened in Libya, isn't it better to have a free market of press, where there are different ideas, and where the Hungarian people, the European people, can choose and put their intellect in the information and say, I defend this line or I defend this line. Victor, if you understand this, you are looking to me. You are looking, I know you are there. I tell you, Victor, go back to basic liberal position, and then we could together make Hungary and Europe a better country. Thank you very much.